My dear friends, one term that has been bandied about recently is new normal because of COVID-19. And simply put, new normal means a new way of going about with our lives, in working, in going to school, and in our interactions with others, in order to keep ourselves safe and healthy. The situation demands that we need to change and adapt to a new way of living, new ways of doing things. But moving into a new normal isn't something new. 30 years ago, we did not have the internet. So the world and the way we live now, because of the internet, is a new normal from that perspective. And isn't our lives now with internet, with social media, with GPS, more convenient than when we were all growing up in the 70s and 80s? But is what is new always better than what is old? A superficial reading of today's gospel may seem to suggest this, that new is better than old. There seems to be a bias towards the novel and new, like a new unshrunken piece of cloth and new wineskin, as opposed to the old cloak and old wineskin. It seems that the passage is telling us that we need to change with the times. Indeed, this is sometimes true. We need to change with the times. But I think the key is that whatever changes need to be made, they must be centered on Jesus. It is not that Jesus' disciples have simply ignored their fasting obligations, but because it has been revealed to them what is the spirit behind that discipline. One thing that should be consistent is Jesus. So my dear friends, it is not necessarily that what is new is always good and what is old is always bad. Rather, sometimes, with a given new situation, we have to adapt and change. But the changes we make must be grounded on our faith, on the teachings and the person of Christ. For example, with the resumption of Masses, we are discouraging the elderly and those above 60 years old from coming to attend Masses. This is not done because we have anything against old people, but because statistically speaking, those above 60 years old are more vulnerable to COVID-19, and we do not want to increase their risk of contracting the virus. It is done out of care and concern for the elderly. It is done out of Christian love. But I will leave you with a few more questions. If it is out of Christ-centered love that we care for the older folks, then shouldn't it be consistently applied in all facets of our lives? If this is so, then ask yourself this question. As an individual, as Christians, as a church, and as a nation, how have we showed care and concern for the elderly? And how have we neglected them?